Hello YouTube friend, welcome back to the Newcar TV channel. Don't forget to like, comments, subscribe and share.
The Nissan Z is one of the most important sports car families of all time. Its members include the iconic 240Z, the game-changing Z32-300ZX, and the tuner hit 350Z. But today's 370Z is starting to wither on the vine. Quick and exciting as it may be, the decade-old Z is dated and Spartan inside. But a replacement is coming. Here's what we know so far. On September 15th, Nissan launched the Z Proto, a near production-ready prototype of its new Z sports car. With a retro-inspired design, the car is pretty much what the road-ready Z will looks like once it hits dealerships next year. The front end has a massive, boxed grille taken from the original 240Z, while the rear light cluster shares much of its styling with the 90s 300ZX. There are other throwback styling touches as well, including the fastback roofline and teardrop-shaped headlights. For a more in-depth analysis of the car's looks, head on over to our dedicated gallery. Its twin-turbo V6 should make around 400 horsepower. The new Z will be powered by a version of Infinity's 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6, sending power to the rear wheels. Nissan hasn't released specs or performance numbers yet, saying only that it'll be more powerful than the current 370Z's 332 horsepower 3.7-liter naturally aspirated V6. We suspect the car will use the 400 horsepower version currently found in the Infiniti Q50 and Q60 Red Sport 400. It won't be the first time we've seen this variant in a Z. Nissan built a current Gen 370Z with the power plant called the Project Club Sport 23 for SEMA in 2018. A rumor from late March claims the 400 horsepower engine will be standard at launch. The official name is still up in the air. One thing we don't know is what it'll be called. Normally we assume that a new generation of a car will retain its current name, but Nissan Z cars usually change names every generation. Historically they've been based on displacement. The 300ZX had a 3.0-liter engine, while the 350Z had a 3.5-liter engine and so on. Problem is, if the 3.0-liter turbo engine does end up powering the next Z, we find it hard to believe that Nissan would bring back the 300Z name. Generally, numbers in the automotive world perpetually go up, a quirk of marketing where you never want to sell something that seems lower than last year's model. That's why we're expecting it to be called the 400Z, as Autocar reported. The term Z Proto, as far as we can tell, has been reserved only for the prototype we've been shown above. A March report from a forum user who claims to be in the know says the new car will simply be called the Nissan Z in the United States, while carrying the Fairlady Z nameplate in Japan. IT might be cheaper than we expected. That same report claims the 2022 Nissan Z will start at just $34,995, much cheaper than we originally thought, especially if that 400 horsepower engine comes standard. For some context, the Z's main competitor, the Toyota Supra, starts at $42,990. And that's for the base 4-cylinder version. We should have most of the details sometime in late 2020 or early 2021. According to Car Scoops, the debut was slated for late 2020. But with so many schedules thrown off by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, that date could be pushed back. Car and Driver, for its part, has always expected the 400Z to bow in 2021. Pricing and release information have yet to come out, but we'll continue to update this post as we get more details about the next Z. It's not coming to Europe. Nissan confirmed in a statement on September 16 that it would not be bringing the new Z sports car to Europe, citing ever-tightening emissions regulations as the reason behind the decision. Thank you for watching this channel. Wait for the next video and don't forget to like, comments and subscribe.